from Sao Paulo, Brazil, yesterday.
Wow.
But I've been down in Sao Paulo for the past week and a half at a creative arts conference called Yama. So I got to go down there to VJ and teach some classes. It's PowerPoint on steroids. VJ stands for Visual Jockey. It's softwares and motion backgrounds and all of these crazy, visually stimulating things that can run all of these different motion backgrounds and different loops. But someone who's doing it more dynamically and kind of playing it more like an instrument, it's very style. The visual can be used to both tell the story of Christ, as well as just simply create an atmosphere that's more conducive to reflection and celebrating. We can put on a good show and it looks cool, but like, why are we doing this? And is there any theology or philosophy behind? And it's like, well, just let the pastors and the worship leaders do their thing and let's just make it look cool. I'm concerned about what is worship and what are we actually doing on a Sunday morning? What does the liturgy look like? Honestly, I'd say I'm the biggest critic. I think that if the technology is in the production and the visual experience is so in your face that that's all you leave talking about, I would give great caution there. I'm starting to hear that some people want to get rid of all technology and all production and really strip it down. Don't throw art and beauty out the window. Books that I think are beneficial to read, to films and documentaries to watch, software and gear, projectors, where to find good video content, both that you can purchase and that there's free content. All of those types of things that I think are from the philosophy and theology side to the technology side are resources that help visual worship leader. One is called Visual Environments, using your space to project God's visual story, I believe is the title. And that one is going to be more about looking at all different types of visual environments. What does it take to create a visual environment for worship? But more importantly, why creating an intentional environment is important for worship. It'll be much more of a philosophical and somewhat theological class, but we'll look back in history and we'll look at the way things are today, building back up a new way of thinking and showing a lot of examples of what to do, especially using projection. The second class is called Curating Your Visual Library, more or less the creative process of what I go through and what any VJ would go through when finding great content, aggregating content, and filtering it down to a way that you can use it for Sunday morning. And so that class will mention a lot of places, but not just saying, here's where to get them, but it'll actually give you a thought process and a creative process of how to curate a good visual media library. So.